slow. Ready. 319. 319.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, here's Taylor. He's going to look deep down the field. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive. Interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry for James Conner. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the one here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their DNs and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Brianne Body Calhoun. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's Njoku over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a run with Hyde. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up fourth. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
23 yards on the play. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Hurry up, let's go.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Four down. Set. 180. Check. 53 small.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And after getting
you going lose to the Browns. Emoji happy tears, LOL.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready. 319.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A first throw for the backup Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now Griffin on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10, once again, Griffin escaping the pressure right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. The first NFL pick for the rookie Denzel Ward.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Slow. 319.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up a first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Brown. Brown with his stick skills. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
3 down.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. On the return, it's Washington. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Connor. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Connor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Holding, offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. With it is Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Now it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Dobbs now on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a first down. Now Dobbs. That is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Denzel Ward. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. That's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Taylor, screen play, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know you feel that.
The offense on third down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Ready. 319. 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Let's go. Wide 90.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up his toe. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He's going deep for Brown. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Theo Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. On 2nd down, Taylor. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Taylor on 3rd down throws incomplete. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Roethlisberger to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go now.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And they'll indeed take a knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will,